after you have that initial contact, where does AI come in for you guys to continue in that 6, 9 months of nurturing a relationship or keeping contact until you finally get the sale?
So you're saying an enterprise sale that has a long sales cycle?
Yeah. Like where would AI come into
Or is
that
there
picture
CRM? How to do
after
it?
that initial kind of meeting has happened?
Yeah, so AI can kind of remind you. You can teach AI to kind of remind you to keep up with people on specific events. And there's also great AI tools that we're developing that work on triggers. So, for example, if I put you in, like, let's say I used to use Google Alerts back in the day, and I would put you in a Google Alert, and then I would have a list of Google Alerts that came up, and I'd have an assistant look at the Google Alerts. So let's say that one of my clients from 2 years ago, who I speak to, mostly everybody I know, I speak to at least quarterly. I at least send them a card quarterly, call them quarterly, visit them. When I was in Florida with Jake, I visited 9 former clients when I was there. 3 coffee, 2 lunch, 2 dinner, right? And it's very important to me. So whenever I'm traveling, and I travel a lot, I map out where I'm going to go and I connect with these people. So AI can find these triggers and help you find these triggers and then help you respond to them. For example, you can have AI connect to a card vendor like Scribe or something, right? And write a handwritten card right after the call. So it's transcribing the call, it's coming up with a contextual card, and it's sending that card as soon as I click, end the call. So things like that, I think AI is great for.
I love it. I got to say too, just, as I hear you guys talk about, just sales and AI in general, this marriage here, but you guys aren't coming across as, I think, again, unfortunately, how a lot of people are coming across, which is where it is all about the AI. And here you see the AI as it is the enabler of sales, but it still hasn't taken away. I mean, the amount of human touch you've still talked about here and how excited you get about that, like, tells me it's in good hands.
Yeah, I'm actually, listen to this. I'm liking sales more. Why I say that is Michael and I come from, a very deep operational background in the media industry. So we were both at Disney for a couple of decades, Michael at Netflix, and we focused on supply chain operations and automation and workflows. And everything that you're describing, Frank, to me, it's like it's the same thing. You're just applying it slightly differently, but it's so similar to the innovation and efficiency and everything. It's just that the end result is a sale versus our end result was getting a movie out the door to distribution.
Yeah, and you know what it is too? Once you start to think in this mindset, people say, I'm not a salesperson. Oh, I hate sales. And I'm like, why? Why do you hate sales? Oh, it's sleazy. Like without a salesperson, nothing ever happens. Hospitals don't get built, buildings don't get built. So it's just effective communication. And I don't know if I can I can't, I guess I can't share a screen, guys. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
Can I?
No, you could definitely say,
yeah, because where you do
arrow is right down there. There's an arrow pointing up.
Oh, cool. Jake, I think I'm going to share the map just to show them the.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We could tell them kind of about some of the agents that we're building.
Yeah, we'd love
I was
it.
wondering if you were going to get into
Check
that.
this out, guys. This is a software, not ours, but basically it maps my connections. So this is one of the softwares I use to keep track of my connections. So it sort of goes through reminders for people, birthdays people have, contacts keep in touch.
Great.
And this is really cool. So when we travel, we actually, hey, Jake, we're going to Florida, and literally I go here, and this is not updated. I got a few. It's not everything because I'm translating here, but I'll say, oh, I'm in South Florida. There's 13 people here. Who are they? Let's meet them. And I'll go and hang out with 10 people in Miami. And literally, whenever I travel, this is how I do it. So this is a new program we're switching to, and the old program is not quite as visually appealing, but I haven't imported all of the data. But this is basically the idea of the people that I know around the world, clients, friends. And whenever I travel, either internationally or nationally, this is what I do. And
That's great.
Yeah, what's this? I'd appreciate that. Yeah, it's called Dex, and it's a people CRM, and I was partnering with another people CRM. Basically, the difference between a CRM and a people CRM is a CRM is a sales pipeline, but people who are in your life sometimes never give you a sale, but indirectly give you a tremendous amount of value. So I catalog everybody in my life. There's people who have given me 6 figures worth of deals that would never directly give me a deal. They just introduced me to people. So I catalog all of that in a software like this, and then I can sort of break it down by the type of people that I know. So designers, founders, future founders. Yeah. And this is where I spend a lot of my time and a lot of a lot of energy, time, and attention goes here because this is one of the most important things you could possibly do.
I love this.
It's
Yeah.
funny though, because for Art and I, and this shows you where we first fell off the maybe our appreciation for sales, is he and I started off selling women's shoes at Macy's together before we went to film school and into the industry. So, but what's funny is it reminds me back then when it was always a matter of, are we keeping our book with our customers and all that, and we just hated doing that. It always felt like this job. But when I just saw like what you just had there, it's amazing. And like, I want to then start almost looking at it when somebody says, I need somebody who can do this, oh, let me connect you. Like you start your matchmaker too.
So here's what I do. I consider myself a matchmaker, and I always have. Yeah. And I wrote like a blog to myself, a note to myself when I was like 27. And I said, how can I add the most value to this world? I said, let me go shopping. So I started a networking organization back then. And when I met someone, I said, hey, my name is Frank. This is what I'm doing. I was consulting, and I was starting to get ready to be a consultant. And I started my business when I was 29. This is when I was 26 and still selling. And I said to somebody, who do you want to meet? And I write it down on a piece of paper. Who do you want to meet? And then I would have this big shopping list, and it was all like manual, and then it was on Excel. And in any room that I go into now, at my age, trust me, I know somebody who can get value for the room. So I was in Vegas, and I was there for a trade show, and then I stayed for a couple of days to hang out. And somebody said to me, Frank, another friend that was coming for another trade show, hey Frank, I've got an extra ticket to this trade show, and it's a car trade show. It's car dealerships. And he said, do you want to come like walk the floor with me, whatever, see the events? I said, yeah. So I looked up in sort of my software, because everything's cataloged. And I've got a buddy who just 8 months ago launched a SaaS product to advertise for cars. So I went in there, and every guy I met, I said, I've got this amazing product for you, my friend. I gave my friend 14 introductions, and I make $18,000 passive income in an hour and a half walking around, hanging out with my friends.
That's awesome.
And he's like, and he was super happy to pay it, by the way. It wasn't like he says, Frank, oh my God. I said, look, I didn't have anything to do anyway. I'm in Vegas. I want to order these cars. So I just went in and said, what's the most valuable thing I could do here? First of all, I believe in his software. He's an awesome guy, and I trust him, and I like him. So it's not just trying to sell something.
Yeah.
Second of all, that's what I'm doing. So I walk around, they say, hey, what do you do? What do you sell? I don't sell anything. I don't do anything. I said, I've got some friends who are, have these products and this really cool product. And it's like, oh my God, have your friend call me. I send this guy 14 business cards, and I make $18,000 in one day. And it's not to throw numbers around, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
That you could do that and have a great time. And I was like, I love my life.